and mere petition. Prayer is the feeling of communion with the source of all things. Petition is the feeling of separation from what you want. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful force in your life. It controls every function of your body. It manages every aspect of your existence. It creates every circumstance you experience. But your subconscious mind is also completely impersonal. It does not judge your desires. It does not question your imaginations. It does not decide what is good or bad for you. It simply manifests whatever state of consciousness you impress upon it most persistently. This is why it is so important to become conscious of your inner conversations, your mental habits, your emotional states. Your subconscious mind is constantly being impressed by your thoughts and feelings. If you habitually think thoughts of lack, limitation, fear, and doubt, your subconscious mind will manifest experiences that correspond to these states. If you habitually think thoughts of abundance, possibility, confidence, and faith, your subconscious mind will manifest experiences that correspond to these states. Most people are completely unconscious of their inner states. They go through life reacting to circumstances, responding to events, allowing their thoughts and feelings to be determined by external conditions. They are like ships without rudders, blown about by every wind of circumstance. But you have the power to take control of your inner world, and when you do, you automatically take control of your outer world. The key is to become aware of your thoughts and feelings throughout the day. Notice when you are thinking from lack, when you are feeling fear, when you are imagining failure. In these moments, you have the power to stop, to change course, to redirect your attention to the state you want to manifest. This is not suppression. This is not denial. This is conscious creation. When you catch yourself in a negative state, do not judge yourself. Do not fight against it. Simply redirect your attention to your desire fulfilled. Return to the feeling of having what you want. Return to the scene you have been imagining. Return to the state of satisfaction and fulfillment. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes, until living in your desired state becomes as natural as breathing. Understanding comes through experience, not through explanation. I can tell you these truths, but you must prove them for yourself. You must test them in your own life. You must experiment with them, play with them, make them your own. Choose something you want, something specific, something that matters to you. Create a scene that implies its fulfillment. Practice this scene every night as you fall asleep. Persist in this practice regardless of what your senses tell you, regardless of what circumstances suggest, regardless of what other people say. Persistence is the key to all manifestation. You must persist in your assumption regardless of appearances. You must persist in your feeling regardless of circumstances. You must persist in your vision regardless of delays. The time it takes for your desire to manifest in the physical world is irrelevant. What matters is that you maintain your assumption, that you live in the state of your wish fulfilled, that you persist in the feeling of having what you want. Many people give up just before their manifestation appears. They practice for days or weeks, and when they don't see immediate results, they conclude that the technique doesn't work. But manifestation is not magic, it is law. Just as there is a gestation period for physical birth, there is a gestation period for mental birth. Your desire is growing, developing, taking form in the unseen world before it appears in the seen world. Do not be discouraged by delays. Do not be deterred by appearances. Do not be disheartened by circumstances. These are merely the dying manifestations of your old states of consciousness. As you persist in your new state, these old manifestations will fade away, and new manifestations corresponding to your new state will take their place. Your faith is not belief in something external to you. Your faith is your fidelity to your own inner vision. It is your loyalty to your own imagination. It is your commitment to your own creative power. When you have faith, you are not hoping that something outside of you will help you. You are knowing that the power within you is sufficient for all things. The world is always reflecting your inner state back to you. When you are in a state of lack, the world shows you lack. When you are in a state of abundance, the world shows you abundance. When you are in a state of fear, the world shows you things to fear. When you are in a state of love, the world shows you love. This is not coincidence, this is law. The world is yourself pushed out. This understanding makes you completely responsible for your life. You can no longer blame circumstances, other people, the economy, the government, or any external factor for your conditions. You are the cause of everything in your life. You are the source of your experiences. You are the creator of your reality. This responsibility is not a burden, it is your freedom. When you know that you are the cause, you know that you have the power to change the effect. Every person in your life is there because they correspond to a state of consciousness in you. Every situation you encounter is there because it matches your inner state. Every condition you experience is there because it reflects assumptions about yourself and your world. When you change your state, you change your world. When you change your assumptions, you change your experiences. When you change your inner world, you automatically change your outer world. This is why it is futile to try to change others. You cannot change anyone but yourself. But when you change yourself, everyone in your world changes in relation to you. When you change your concept of yourself, everyone changes their concept of you. When you change your inner conversations, everyone changes their conversations with you. The world is yourself pushed out. And when you change yourself, you change the world. Your concept of yourself is the most important thing about you. It determines everything you experience. If you have a poor concept of yourself, you will experience poverty in all its forms. If you have a rich concept of yourself, you will experience richness in all its forms. If you have a healthy concept of yourself, you will experience health. If you have a successful concept of yourself, you will experience success. Most people have inherited their self-concept from others. They believe what their parents told them, what their teachers told them, what society told them about themselves. But you are not limited by these inherited concepts. You have the power to create a new concept of yourself. You have the power to define yourself. You have the power to decide who you are and what you are capable of. The technique for changing your self-concept is the same as the technique for manifesting anything else. You must imagine yourself being the person you want to be. You must feel yourself being that person. You must live in the assumption that you are that person. You must persist in this assumption until it becomes natural to you. If you want to be wealthy, you must imagine yourself being wealthy. Not having wealth, but being wealthy. Feel the confidence that comes with wealth. Feel the freedom that comes with wealth. Feel the generosity that comes with wealth. Live in the assumption that you are a wealthy person. Think as a wealthy person thinks. Act as a wealthy person acts. Feel as a wealthy person feels. If you want to be healthy, you must imagine yourself being healthy. Feel the vitality that comes with health. Feel the energy that comes with health. Feel the joy that comes with health. Live in the assumption that you are a healthy person. Think as a healthy person thinks. Act as a healthy person acts. Feel as a healthy person feels. If you want to be successful, you must imagine yourself being successful. Feel the satisfaction that comes with success. Feel the recognition that comes with success. Feel the fulfillment that comes with success. Live in the assumption that you are a successful person. Think as a successful person thinks. Act as a successful person acts. Feel as a successful person feels. Your imagination is not bound by the limitations of your current circumstances. Your imagination is not restricted by the facts of your present situation. Your imagination is not constrained by the opinions of others or the beliefs of society. Your imagination is absolutely free. It can conceive of anything, envision anything, create anything. The only limitations in your imagination are the limitations you impose upon yourself. Yet most people use their imagination to create more of what they already have. They imagine themselves continuing to struggle, continuing to lack, continuing to suffer. They replay past failures, they project future disappointments. They see themselves as victims of circumstances. And then they wonder why their lives don't change. They don't understand that their imagination is always creating, always manifesting, always bringing into being the states they most frequently occupy. Tonight, I am giving you the power to break free from this unconscious creation. I am giving you the tools to direct your imagination consciously, deliberately, powerfully. I am showing you how to use the same creative power that has been creating your current circumstances to create entirely new circumstances. The technique is simple, but it requires discipline. You must be willing to discipline your imagination. You must be willing to discipline your thoughts. You must be willing to discipline your feelings. You must be willing to persist in your new state, regardless of what your senses tell you, regardless of what circumstances suggest, regardless of what other people say. This discipline is not sacrifice, it is investment. Every moment you spend in your desired state is an investment in your future manifestation. Every time you return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are making a deposit in the bank of creation. Every time you persist in your assumption, you are building the foundation of your new reality. The law of manifestation is exact. It is precise. It is reliable. It works the same way for everyone, every time, without exception. You don't have to understand how it works. You just have to use it. You don't have to believe in it. You just have to practice it. You don't have to have faith in the process. You just have to have faith in yourself. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil. It will grow whatever seeds you plant in it. If you plant seeds of lack, it will grow lack. If you plant seeds of abundance, it will grow abundance. If you plant seeds of fear, it will grow fear. If you plant seeds of love, it will grow love. The choice of what to plant is always yours. Most people plant unconsciously. They allow random thoughts to enter their minds. They allow negative emotions to take root in their hearts. They allow other people's opinions to influence their self-concept. They allow circumstances to determine their inner state. But you have the power to plant consciously. You have the power to choose your thoughts. You have the power to direct your emotions. You have the power to create your own self-concept. You have the power to determine your own inner state. The moment you begin to consciously direct your imagination, you begin to consciously create your reality. The moment you begin to feel your wish fulfilled, you begin to manifest your desire. The moment you begin to live in the assumption of your goal realized, you begin to move toward its realization. This is not positive thinking. This is not wishful thinking. This is not hoping for the best. This is the conscious use of the creative power that is your birthright. This is the deliberate direction of the force that creates all things. This is you taking your rightful place as the God of your own world. Every night as you prepare for sleep, you have the opportunity to plant new seeds in your subconscious mind. Every night you have the chance to impress new states upon your creative power. Every night you have the ability to redirect your entire life. This is your daily appointment with creation. This is your nightly meeting with manifestation. This is your regular communion with the source of all things. Do not waste this opportunity. Do not squander this power. Do not neglect this responsibility. Use your imagination consciously. Direct your thoughts deliberately. Feel your desires fulfilled. Live in the assumption of your wishes realized. Persist in your practice regardless of appearances. Trust in the process regardless of delays. Have faith in yourself regardless of circumstances. The bridge between your current reality and your desired reality is your imagination. The path from where you are to where you want to be is through your inner world. The way to change your outer conditions is to change your inner state. This is not metaphor. This is not symbolism. This is the literal truth of how creation works. You are not trying to convince the universe to give you what you want. You are not trying to manipulate external forces to work in your favor. You are not trying to change the world to match your desires. You are simply learning to use the creative power that is your very being. You are learning to direct the force that creates all things. You are learning to consciously create your reality. This power is not something you must develop. This power is not something you must acquire. This power is not something you must earn. This power is what you are. You are the creative power of the universe individualized as a human.